Hi friends. I wanted to uh mention these two scripts I have put in repositories on GitHub uh that I have been using or have enjoyed using. First one, they're both for voxglitch modules. Let me get the modules out here. So wavbank is one, and then the onepoint and onezero, ZE and POI. Okay, so wavbank is a wave sample player. You would select a directory containing wave files, and then that would be all on a list. You use this knob or put 0 to 10 volts in here to select a sample. So it's kind of fun. It's definitely a cool way to do like randomize a drum kit or have a bunch of random sounds that you know get variations. Also, so these onezero and onepoint, they read text files. Onezero is ones and zeros, so it makes triggers, and onepoint is just comma separated decimals. So floats come out here. So random voltages, and so making those files, that's up to you how you want to do it. But I made a bunch, and so it's kind of like random gates, at least. You can think of it if you occasionally need to build something that's like a random pattern or randomizable. Like it's not always just totally random, but it's random enough. So it can be any length. I've tested. The lines can be pretty long. And same with this. It's like it can be melodies, or it can be used. You can just use the CVs for automation. So modulate with the value that comes out. And so I have made a bunch. Whenever I was bored last month, I just used Python and played around. Got the decimal module, and you can do like a decimal expansion of an irrational number, and then convert it to a string, and then go through each character, and then convert that to an integer, and check if it's even or odd, and then make a 1 or a 0, and put that on another string, and then use text wrap, and then save that to a file, and then you also need to make the JSON preset that links to the file. So, I mean, you could do that, but if you don't want to, but you like the idea, you have these folders here. We'll do the example. So, basically, this is a long list of presets. It's basically it's the whole directory structure of a samples folder that you don't have to go through this whole rigmarole of like this little file browser that starts you in kind of like, oh god, I gotta go find the right place, and then okay, all right, go, and then pick something and say, okay, this one, and then you'd be like, now let's save the preset. So that could take a long time, and I did not do this manually to get this list. I made a script. So so here's what that looks like. I'm going to put links in the description, but so you'd go here. This is the file. It's pretty short. Basically just a little bit of cross-platform, find the rack directory, have some arguments, some defaults. You would edit this line if you want to. I mean, you can just either pass in this as an argument or edit this line right here. the JSON template. This is what we just fill out. This is all we need to do is put the text in here for each the string text path for each folder, and then save this right here to a text file. So we just get the directory that you pass in and figure out where they go, and then walk through all the files and directories and count the number of wave files, and then put it on a list, and then go through the list and write the JSON and the text file. And that's that. So pretty handy. And you can run it, if you, every time you add new folders, you can run it again, and it won't overwrite existing presets. Or not that would matter anyway, because you're probably not gonna do much with the presets after you make them. But okay, so the long name, github.com/distractor mkvgwb presets from samples folder .py. So there's that, and then the other one, the number sequences, is it's just it's a bunch of text files that look like this. These are the ones for onepoint. This one says pi 5 notes. I don't know what the 5 is, but the x8 would be like, these are all these lines are 8 things long. So you'll see mostly like x16, x32, x8. Some of them are totally random. Like this is a bunch of MIDI files that were shared on YouTube. There's a guy who makes trance melodies and posts them every now and then. So thank you to Sub-Zero. I just ripped all your things, and used Mido to just take the notes. There's no timing information. It's just the notes in order. And if there was a chord, then we just do all of the notes in the chord one after the other. So they're not like copies of the MIDI file by any stretch of the imagination. Same with like Beethoven. We got Beethoven's pianos, one of the piano sonatas, all on one line, one very long line. And so, yeah, I don't know what you're going to do with that. Like, you can stick it in along with, concatenate it with some other notes, and maybe throw it through an arpeggiator to have a little bit of variation on one of the notes. And let's go back to the top level here. The 1-0 ones, these are the ones that just look like this. And so that's just a pattern, a gate pattern. But so the number sequences have this script here. Make presets from number sequences, because these are just text files that live in one location, and then your rack presets are in another location, and you need to link from one to the other. And so this basically find the rack directory and give it a, the only argument is, where did you put this file? Where did you put your number sequences? So if you use the GitHub app, this is where GitHub's app is going to put things by default, but you can put it wherever you want. So if you changed that, then just use the seekdir argument, and it'll go through, and here's our templates. We just fill out the link here, get the list, all the text files, go through each file, make the directory that they live in, copy, the deep copy thing is for the JSON data, then fill out that line in the JSON, and then dump the JSON. Oops, I forgot to add indent, but oh well. So then same thing with the notes. So we just do all the notes and all the gates. Just make a JSON file that points to them, and you end up with a nice little menu. See what else we got. The Goldberg variations. We got Euler's number, Collat's conjecture, pi, phi, square roots of different things, or no, not this one. The miscellaneous one had a bunch of MIDI files that were like the Goldberg variations, leads and MIDI arps and riffs. So yeah, they and we got the video game OSTs. Mostly, there's not many of them, but there's like Guardian Legend. Yeah, we got the Bach, a little bit of Bach here, a little bit of Chopin. So it's a lot of fun, I think. Plus, you can use these for modulation. It doesn't have to be for notes. Yeah. Okay. So I don't think I should make a super long video explaining this. I've probably already gone on for too long. You either understand what's going on here or you don't. So it's just like Python. Wait, no, this is a Python console. I don't need that. We'll just go to. I think I have the folders here. Right. Okay. Make wavbank presets from sample folder. We'll just open this folder in a terminal and say Python make wavbank presets from samples folder. I don't need to fill out any of the variables here. So I'm just going to say, and then it said, okay. We didn't actually have anything different from last time you ran it. So, okay. But if I choose a different directory, like, what would that be? Samples dir. I have one folder in my documents I could probably use. So C colon C colon users user documents TX WX16 banks. What is that thing called? Samples. Okay, no, go back. Go darn it. I don't know what it did there. It turned blue. What is the name of the folder? Ah, go find it. This would be quicker just to go there. By the way, TX16WX is a really cool sampler. You should check it out. Yeah. Okay. TX samples, just called samples. Okay. SAM samples. So I will end up with another thing. Cool. That didn't take long. I have 10,000. Whoops. Well, yeah, your mileage will vary. You probably don't want 10,641 things because look, it's going to take a while to do. It may even crash. Samples. Do 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 do. Yeah, that's going to take a while. I don't think 10,000 samples is a good number of samples to try and load at once. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. If this interests you, well, then there will be some links, and I don't think I'm even gonna wait for this to finish. It looks like it's not gonna work out. Stop. Oh wow. Okay. So I don't think it actually loads the samples in memory. It just needs to load the path. So, but yeah. So you can have 10,000 samples in a folder if you want, but probably not a good idea. Okay. Yeah. Happy racking. Or I don't know what you call it, but I guess we can call it racking. Happy modularing.